Hello guys, welcome back to another part of Android application development tutorial. In today's episode we are going to learn about how to create a simple Android chat application layout. So here is our target application. We are going to create an application like this. In this Android application, here is an edit text is available, here is a button is available. I type a message, so it will appear here as a chat notation, and here I type another message and click send. Again it appear at the right side as a chat. So this is the normal behavior of a chat application in Android. So here in this video I am going to create an application like this. This is our target application. We are going to create an Android application that contain a chat layout like this. Okay, so open up your developing environment, Eclipse. So the first step of creating the Android chat application is to add the 9-patch images. In the previous part of this tutorial I already teach you how to create the 9-patch image in Android. So this is actually a text view that has some 9-patch image as background. Okay, so that is our first step. We have to add the 9-patch images into the drawable folder of this Android application. So here I already created some 9-patch images. It is available in here. So here there are two 9-patch images are available. I copy these two 9-patch images and open up the Eclipse, and here I am going to paste the two 9-patch images into the drawable folders. Okay, now that 9-patch images are available on the drawable folders. Okay, now we have to set up the layout. This is the activity main.xml file. So on the main activity we need to add a list view. This is a list view that contains some text views, and here an edit text is available, also a button is available here. So in the main activity.xml file we need to add a list view, and at the bottom of the list view we need to add an edit text and a button. So that is our first step. So now I'm going to add the list view and the edit text and a button to the activity main.xml file. Okay, now I complete the editing on the activity main.xml file. Here the outer relative layout, I set the width as fill parent, height as fill parent, and make the orientation vertical. Add a list view here with ID chat list view. Make the width as match parent, height as wrap content, and put a margin bottom as 80 dp. Okay, also now in this relative layout I add another relative layout with ID chat form and make the layout with fill parent, height wrap content, and it is aligned at the parent bottom, align parent left, and orientation is vertical. Okay, now here we add the edit text. So that edit text has an ID of ID chat text, and it is width wrap content, height wrap content, and input type text multiple line. You can insert multiple lines, and EMS is 10. This is for making the text available in a common resolution in any device. That means you can ensure that the text appearance of this edit text is always constant in any device. And here align parent bottom is true, align parent left is true, also align at parent start is also true, and it is aligned to the left of send button. And finally add the send button. Layout width is wrap content, height wrap content, and provide text sent, and put an ID sent button. Align bottom at the bottom of the chat text and align parent right true, align parent end is true also. Okay, now we complete the editing at the activity main.xml file. Okay, now look at this application. So now we complete the main activity layout file. We add a list view, we add an edit text at the bottom, add a button at the bottom. Okay, now this is on the first row you can see a text view. Actually the text view has that 9-patch image as background. So this is another layout. Each row is another layout. So we have to create that layout. So go to the layout folder, right click, choose the new option and choose Android XML file. Okay, now I name the file as single message layout, and click finish. Okay, now you need to add a text view into this layout. I'm going to add a text view into this layout with that 9-patch image as background. Okay, now I complete the coding on single message layout. I add a text view to this layout, and with ID single message, layout width is wrap content, height is wrap content, put a margin 5 dip and padding left is 10 dip. Okay, now we need that 9-patch images as background for this text view. Actually we add the 9-patch image as background in the coding. That means we are set the text view background programmatically. There is no need to add here, but I will show you here. Android background at drawable. We can get that image from the drawable folder. So choose the drawable folder, and here I add the left 9-patch image. Okay, now look at the graphical layout. Here you can see that 9-patch image is now available at the layout. Okay, now we can enter a text here. Android text hello world. Okay, now go to the graphical layout. Here you can see that text is available inside that 9-patch image. So we can change the length of the message, and here you can see the working of the 9-patch image. That image is automatically stretched and lengthened according to its contents. Okay, that is the use of a 9-patch image in an Android chat application. Okay, so now we complete the coding. On the single message layout.xml. Okay, now go to the main activity.java file. You need to make a lot of variables here. First one is you need an object of list view. So list view. Second one is you need an object of edit text. I name it as chat text. Also you need an object of button, sent. You need to import button here, import button. Okay, also we need a boolean variable, boolean position. I set it into false. Okay, this variable is for checking whether the we actually align the first text view at the left side and the second text view at the right side. So the message from the first party is appear at the left corner and the second party is appear at the right side. So for checking the alternative message coming, we just use this boolean variable position. So first I set the value of the position into false. Okay, now we need to initialize these objects. First one is the list view. list view equal to find view by id allowed id dot what is the id of the list view. Here the id of the list view is chat list view. Okay, you need to cast it into list view because these are objects. Now second one is chat text. Chat text equal to find view by id allowed id dot chat what is the id of that edit text. Here the id is chat txt. Okay, chat txt. Okay, you need to cast it into chat text because these are objects. And so next one is that button. Send equal to find view by id r dot id dot send button. You need a casting here into button. Okay, so now we initialize all these objects. Now we need an array adapter class for making individual rows in the list view. So that is our next step. Before that we actually pass some objects to the array adapter class. So for handling that objects we need some data handler class. So here I am going to create a class for handling the data. So right click the package and choose a new Java class option, and I name a class as data provider. Click finish. Now I got a new class called the data provider, and here I am going to create two variables, public boolean position. Next one is public string message. Okay, just declare two variables. First one is a boolean variable called the position, and second one is a string variable called the message. Okay, now here I need a constructor. So right click and choose the source option and create a constructor, generate constructor using fields. So I need these two fields on that constructor, position and message, and make that constructor access modifier as public, and click OK. Now we got the constructor here. Okay, now go to the now we need the adapter class. Now we need to create that adapter class. So right click the package and click a new option and choose the new Java class. I name the adapter as chat adapter and click finish. Now we got the class called chat adapter, and it extends that array adapter. And this array adapter always handle the objects of that particular class called the data provider. Data provider is this class. Now this array adapter is always handle the object of data provider. So we can, it is data provider. Okay, so now you need a constructor here. So add a constructor with some context object and some int resource, int data provider. Okay, create a constructor on this class called chat adapter that has a constructor having two arguments, context and in the resource. Okay, now go to the main activity.java file. Now we have to create an object of that particular adapter class called chat adapter. So chat adapter. Okay, now we have to initialize that chat adapter. So adapter equal to new chat adapter. Also we need an object of context class here. So context ctx equal to initialize it with this pointer. New chat adapter, pass the two arguments. First argument is context object, here it is ctx. Second one is that layout resource. We have to pass the layout resource of that particular single message layout. Okay, so that is r.layout dot single message layout. Now we have to set this adapter for the list view. So list view dot set adapter and pass that adapter. Okay, now we need to add some style to the list view. Basically all normal chat list views are scrollable. Also, when you type a new message, that particular message is appear at the bottom of that particular list view. So you need to make the list view always scrollable. So that is the next step. So list view dot set transcript mode APS list view dot transcript mode always scroll. This make that list view is always scrollable. And now we have to ensure that when the user type a new message, that chat message will appear at the bottom of the list view. For that you need to add something to the adapter. So adapter dot, there is a method called register dataset observer. Use that method, register dataset observer, new dataset observer. It's an anonymous inner type. Here you need to add some override method called onChange. So when a new data is entered to the adapter, this method will invoke. And here you need to add something. So here you need to set the position of the list view. So list view dot, there is a method called list view dot set selection. There is a method called set selection, and the position is adapter dot, there is a method called get count. It will return the number of objects available in the adapter -1. So now we set the current position of the list view into the bottom of that particular list view. Okay, now we have to add the action listener for the button. So whenever user types a message and click the send button, so that is the next step. So send dot set onClick listener, new onClick listener. Here you need to import that package onClick for onClick listener. Here a semicolon is needed. Okay, now we can add the methods on the adapter class. So go to the data provider.java class. Go to the adapter class.